What have you found are the top places that people should be investing?
First, calculate how many days, weeks, months, or years you can live on your saving. Because when you do that, you'll gain security. So look at how much you're spending, okay, and then say, how much do I need? And whatever that number is, you're going to need more than that because it may go down rather than go up. So, okay, now do I have a year's spending? I think you start there. Then you start to think, what are the things that are most important for me? And then you start with your business or your residence that have a symbiotic relationship and that you know well. If you start with your business, okay, you're closer to that, investing in yourself with whatever that may end up being, that may be your best investment.
Not
Okay.
real estate, not stocks, not the market.
Well, it depends. If you're doing something where you can do it yourself, and that's the thing. But if you're in a job, that's not the thing because you're in a different position. And then I really think there's something good about your home, a basic thing about your home, because it's nice forced savings. And it also means that you fix it up. You're saving, you find out there's, if I add this thing or that thing, and you're enjoying it. So when you're enjoying it and you're controlling it and it's yours and so on, that's pretty good. If they keep mortgage tax deductions and so on, there might be some benefits to it also, okay? But that's not a black and white answer. But by and large, am I going to move? All of those other questions. So when you start with, okay, what is it that's close to home and how much? You need a certain amount that's liquid. In other words, you got it in your house, you got to make a mortgage payment or something, and all of a sudden it's not liquid and you lose your job. Well, that can cause you trouble. So how much do I have that's liquid? How much do I have that's not liquid? Okay, and you start to get those things right. Pretty soon, you're getting yourself in good shape.
Yeah.
You do those things, you're pretty much in good shape. And then you're also having some experiences. And then you go beyond that. Okay, what's a stock? What's a bond? And then, you learn through experiences. I learned through my experiences. I started when I was a kid, 12. I used to caddy. And I took my caddying money and I put it in the stock market. And I was lucky. What happened to me, by the way, is I took my caddying money and I bought the only company that I ever heard of that was selling for less than $5 a share. I was really dumb. I thought I'll buy more shares, so if it goes up, I'll make more money. And it was a company that was about to go broke, but some other company acquired it and it tripled. And I thought, this is an easy game. And I like it, easy money. So, but you experiment and you learn.
I'm curious, what's the greatest gift a rich person or someone with money can give someone who doesn't have money?
To give the knowledge, teach a man how to fish is better than to give him a fish. I think you can give them both. You can give education and you can, but ability, the capacity to be productive, because, if I can give you the capacity to go out in the world, it's like go into a jungle. I give you a knife and can you live in the jungle? Okay, if I give you that capacity, that's the best thing I can give you. That's why I wrote the book and, pass it along. I wrote those principles over years and I wrote them down, and that's what I want to pass along. That's the most important thing. You earn $100 and you spend $105, that's misery. If you earn $100 and you spend $95, you'll have a good life. I know so many people who don't earn much, but are there. Because if you start to think about what it is that it costs you to live in terms of, let's say, the basics, give me a bed to sleep in, give me the food, let me be educated, and so on and so forth. I think most people can get themselves in a position where they're net positive. So if you can be net positive, and you could do that, that's number one. Then I guess it was the list that we went to. The second is, what do you do next in terms of what do you need? What do you invest in? And then avoid the following mistake, the most common mistake of investing. Thinking that the investment that did good is a good investment. Those markets that did really, really well became more expensive, and everybody, smart money, is all the time comparing them and competing. So what happens is the naive money buys the thing that was hot or is hot. So here's another one that's really important. Diversify. First of all investments compete, and it's not easy to tell whether one investment is better than the other, because if people could do that, life would be easy and everybody'd make a ton of money. It's very difficult to say which one's better or worse. Like, we spend hundreds of millions of dollars each year on research to try to give us an edge. Wow. Okay. Now you've got to compete with us, but diversification will reduce your risk without reducing your return. So if you know how to diversify well, that's critical.